Okay, let's dive right in. Has it felt like, I don't know, suddenly everyone you know is talking about their gut health?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely a thing. You hear it everywhere.
It's kind of hard to miss, right? In my circles, definitely.
Social media, friends, even like the grocery store aisles are full of it.
Exactly. And that's pretty much what we're digging into today, this big surge of interest in gut stuff.
Right.
We've got some interesting material, including a Business Insider Africa piece, to try and figure out, why everyone's suddenly so obsessed.
And maybe separate the real science from some of the hype.
That's the plan. Sort out what's solid, what's maybe
Yeah. Yeah.
a bit overblown.
So the big question is, why now? Is it because we genuinely have more gut problems today, or is something else going on?
Well, let's start with just that feeling we both have. Is it just us, or is everyone really talking about their gut?
Seems like it.
The Business Insider article actually confirms it's not just anecdotal. They found Google searches for gut health literally doubled between December 2021 and April 2022.
Yeah. Doubled. Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, and they've kept climbing since.
Yeah.
That's a huge jump in interest. It suggests it's really gone mainstream.
That kind of spike definitely shows people are curious, they want to know more. It's not some fringe topic anymore.
And it's not just talk, is it? There's serious money involved. The article mentions the global market for digestive health stuff.
Oh yeah, the probiotics, the special yogurts.
All of it. It's projected to hit nearly $72 billion by 2027.
72 billion.
Yep. Up from around $38 billion back in 2019. That's nearly double again.
Okay, that's massive growth. So
Yeah.
does that mean, are we all just having way more stomach issues than before? Is that driving it?
That seems like the obvious answer, right? But apparently, maybe not.
Oh,
The article quotes Dr. Kyle Stoller. He's a gastroenterologist at Mass General Hospital.
okay, reputable source.
And he basically says this boom in interest doesn't really seem to line up with a huge increase in people actually having gut problems compared to, say, a few decades ago.
Huh. That's counterintuitive. You'd think more problems equals more chatter.
Exactly. I mean, my uncle asked me about prebiotics the other day. My uncle. It's everywhere. But maybe the rate of problems hasn't spiked quite as much as the conversation has?
Right. And Dr. Stoller also points out it's not like our diets, population-wide, have suddenly gotten so much worse recently that it would explain a massive sudden jump in gut issues.
Interesting. So if it's not just more people being sick, then what is fueling this obsession?
Well, the experts in the article suggest it's more like a perfect storm, a mix of things.
Like what?
Growing research, for one.
Yeah.
Then you've got wellness influencers online, obviously, and also maybe a post-pandemic thing, people focusing more on preventative health.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. A combination. Let's break that down. The research part first.
Yes, that seems key.
Yeah.
Our understanding of the gut has just exploded recently.
It's not just about digestion anymore, is it?
Not at all. The article talks about the gut microbiome, those trillions of bacteria and other microbes in our digestive system.
Trillions, right.
And we're learning just how linked they are to, well, almost everything. Overall health, immunity, even mental well-being.
So these tiny bugs are actually playing a huge role.
A massive role. And the early research seems to show that having a good diversity of these microbes is really important.
Diversity, okay? And how do you get that?
Things like fiber-rich foods, fermented foods, think yogurt, kimchi, that sort of thing, they seem to nurture a healthier, more diverse gut community. And that's linked to benefits, physical and mental.
Right, okay. And this research isn't brand new, but it's accelerating.
Exactly. The article mentioned some key points, like the Human Microbiome Project starting back in 2007 at the NIH. That was huge.
Okay, mapping out all the microbes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And since then, you've seen big gut health labs pop up at places like Stanford, King's College London.
So serious academic focus.
Definitely. And get this stat. The article cites data showing academic papers mentioning gut health or gut microbiome increased by 4,300% in the last decade.
4,000. Sorry, say that again?
4,300%.
Yeah.
From like 3 papers in 2014 to 132 last year.
Wow. Okay, so the science is absolutely booming. That explains a lot of the underlying knowledge shift.
For sure. That amount of research
Yeah.
generates headlines, filters down, but then there's the other big driver you mentioned, social media.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
Influencer effect.
And just people talking more openly. The article notes that taboos around digestive issues, especially maybe for women, have lessened quite a bit. Social media helps normalize those chats.
Yeah, that makes sense. Less embarrassment talking about bloating or whatever.
And it's another interesting angle from a sociologist, Stephanie Alice Baker.
Okay.
She suggests that focusing on gut health has kind of become, Well, a more socially acceptable way to talk about goals that might previously have been framed just as weight loss or dieting.
Oh, that's fascinating. So instead of saying, I want to lose weight, it's, I want to improve my gut health, which sounds healthier, more holistic.
Exactly. It's framed as self-optimization, wellness, not just about being slim. Baker thinks the underlying desire might sometimes be similar, but the language is shifted to something more acceptable today.
Huh. I can see that. It's less about restriction, more about healing or balancing.
Right. And of course, when a trend like this takes off, fueled by research and social buzz, what happens next?
The market responds, companies jump in, products everywhere.
Bingo. Suddenly there are countless supplements, tests, special foods, all promising to fix your gut.
Which brings us back to Dr. Stoller's caution, doesn't it? Be careful.
Absolutely. He really stresses that, look, the research is exciting, yes, but it's still pretty new. Our understanding is, frankly, limited.
So don't jump to conclusions based on one study or what someone says online.
Precisely. And that whole natural thing.
Yeah.
Just because a supplement is natural doesn't automatically mean it's good for your gut or even safe.
Right. Natural doesn't equal effective or harmless.
And he also warns against this idea of hacking the gut. This mentality that you can just take a specific probiotic or eat loads of sauerkraut and create the perfect microbiome. Because we don't actually know what an ideal microbiome looks like for everyone. It likely varies hugely.
Ah, okay. So we can't really aim for one specific target yet because the target isn't even defined.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out the basics of this incredibly complex ecosystem.
Yeah.
So claims of perfectly balancing it, take those with a grain of salt.
Okay, so with all this noise, all these products, what is the sensible advice? If we want good gut health, what does Dr. Stoller actually recommend? It's not some magic pill, is it?
No. It's almost disappointingly simple in a way.
Really?
Yeah. His advice is basically good, solid, general health advice.
Okay.
Get enough sleep.
Standard?
Eat a nutritious, varied diet with plenty of fiber, fruits, vegetables, whole grains,
Makes sense.
and be physically active.
Sleep. Eat well, move your body.
That's pretty much the core of it, according to
Yeah.
the foundations.
Simple, but probably harder to stick to than popping a pill sometimes.
Well, quite. But likely more effective in the long run for overall gut health.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. It feels like this whole gut health phenomenon isn't really because of a sudden plague of digestive diseases.
Does it seem like that's the main driver? No.
Instead, it's more like a convergence. You've got this genuinely exciting science showing how important the gut is.
Right. The research is undeniably compelling.
Then you add the power of social media, influencers, and maybe this shift where talking about gut health feels more acceptable, maybe even virtuous, than just talking about diets.
That social angle is definitely powerful. Plus, the general post-pandemic wellness focus.
Yeah, that preventative health push, it all comes together.
But, and it's a big but, we absolutely have to remember Dr. Stoller's point. Our understanding is still evolving. It's complex.
Don't oversimplify. Be wary of the quick fixes, the miracle cures being marketed.
Exactly. The science isn't quite there yet to support a lot of the really specific claims being made.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it, if we're still figuring out something as fundamental as the ideal gut microbiome, what other health trends that seem totally established right now might actually be based on knowledge that's still, incomplete.
That's a great point. It's a good reminder to stay curious, but also critical about all health information, really. Keep an open mind, but don't swallow everything whole.
A critical but open mind. Good advice for navigating the world of wellness trends.